Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Brand Split Podcast presents to you the AEW preview. And we're also going to talk about a little bit of what happened last week. Now, if you guys are watching us, we do appreciate it. You want that straight from the couch, raw, uncensored, unfiltered, straight to your phones or whatever piece of technology you're looking at us on. This is the show. We're sitting here on the couch. It's just three guys talking wrestling. Now, if you're watching us to the left, Mr. Wrestling. To the right, the Machiavellian PAC. That's Pop. I'm the Mike Man PSD. We're going to go ahead and talk about some AEW. Now, as you know, we got AEW Redemption coming up July 26th. So we're slowly building this card up and it's looking great. So let's go ahead and let's talk about some matches that's coming up on tomorrow's AEW and how we got there. Now, we got the Women's Casino Gauntlet match. The number one spot goes to the RH Women's World Champion Athena, the number two spot to her protege, Maya World. Mr. Wrestling, what's going on? What's your thoughts and opinions on that? Do you think they got it right? And who might win this match?
Oh man, I'm excited to see these two run it back. I thought they had a great match on Collision a couple weeks ago. Maya World did win that one. Oh man, good question. I'll go with Athena. I think it'll be a good match.
You think Athena's gonna win it?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go back. Now we did have the qualifier matches before that. Maya World was in the Owen Hart finals. She lost to Mercedes Moné. Do you feel like this is a good way to keep Maya World in the spotlight? And do you think she gets something bigger since they didn't give her that one?
I thought Athena did her a solid by putting her over before Forbidden Door. Okay. So would you have Athena lose twice to Maya World?
What I think is going to happen, maybe I would like to see Maya win, but I think maybe Mercedes gets in the way, helps Athena win, and then I think down the road, some point soon, Maya World's going to take the championship from Athena since she's not going to wrestle Tekla. They're obviously not going to have her wrestle Tekla and win. But clearly, it looks like we might be having, Mercedes and Tekla. So who do you cheer for on that one? So I think she takes that belt from Athena. Maya World takes the belt from Athena, becomes the Women's Ring of Honor World Champion, and then they run that for a little while, and then maybe you can, segue that into her becoming World Champion for AEW a little bit later, build up a little bit more, get some of these other stories out of the way with some of the other main event women. But last week, and I'm trying to see who she fought, because Athena did defeat Rena to get the number one spot. So Maya World defeated Julia Hart to get the number two spot. So that's what happened last week and how we get to this spot. Now, obviously, with these Casino Gauntlet matches, you don't know who's in the match, and it's just people are just going to come out. So you say Athena, you think Athena's going to take it. If that happens, I think Mercedes Moné gets in the way. Now, Pac, I know you're starting to get into it a little bit. Just based off of these two, who do you think should take it and who do you think is going to take it?
Man, you just put me on the spot like
that. Man. You got to keep you on your toes, man. Shit. You can't be sitting here being all
so tell me how the Casino Gauntlet match works. So like,
so they just gonna send somebody out randomly.
So like a regular Gauntlet match.
They just gonna. But see, a lot of times with the Gauntlet match, you know who's in it. The way they do it with AEW, they just send them out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the winner, they get like the number one title shot.
They get a title shot at the upcoming pay-per-view.
So it's a number two title spot as well, like a number two contender as well. Or?
No. These are just the number one and number two starters.
Got you.
Number one, and just kind of like the Royal Rumble. Number one and number two, just like that. So
I think from like just being a wrestling fan, they probably gonna have Athena being there a long time because she's the number one. She's the number one spot. Or one of these who probably gonna be in a winning. So I'm gonna
you think it's going between one and number two?
Yes,
That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So now we go on to the next match that's going to be happening tomorrow because this is going to be Dynamite Beach Break. We had to make sure we point that out. Tommaso Ciampa is taking on not Chris Jericho, just Jericho. So, Mr. Wrestling, 2 questions for you. How do you like him dropping the name? I guess part of his persona, this gimmick, is now just Jericho. And then who do you think win the match for this one?
Oh, man. I hope this match is the end of this rivalry. I want to see both guys kind of move on, especially. No, it's been fine. It's been fine. I like to see Ciampa in something different.
Okay.
And as far as Jericho dropping the name, oh man, it really feels like Jericho should be in WWE doing the retirement tour this year, and re-signing with AEW is he's going to pull out a few things this year, but I'm not feeling it.
I think maybe he was testing the waters with WWE and they weren't going to give him the freedom he needed, so he decided to stay. He goes to Jericho. That's fine. Chris Jericho was better.
We know who he is.
We know who he is. I don't know who's going to win. It's a little bit unpredictable. I would say give it to Ciampa. I like Jericho. I want to see Jericho win, but I say give it to Ciampa.
Is there any way to reinvent yourself if you are Chris Jericho, or has he done everything?
I think he could. I can't think of anything right now, and I think that's probably why he dropped the Chris out, and he's kind of doing like the hits on his because he's almost doing like the Y2J entrance, but he's got the jacket on. Right. He spins around like he used to, so it's kind of like you're getting a taste of some of his earlier gimmicks or whatnot. But I feel like he could have. He could always cut his hair again. He could dress differently. So there's different ways he can do it, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So there's only so much you can do, I guess, from a good guy's perspective, but we'll have to see. You know about at least Jericho.
Yeah, I do.
What do you think?
So I'm used to Jericho being a heel because I remember my first remembrance of him was when John Cena had got drafted to Raw and he was him and Cena was beat. That's my first memory of him. So I always look at Jericho or Chris Jericho as a heel to me. So
I have a question. What was the last thing Chris Jericho's done that you remember? Just either WWE, AEW. I know you don't watch AEW that much. So what was the last thing that you kind of remember from Chris Jericho?
Probably winning the world title. Who you beat for the world? Was it? It wasn't Big Show, was it? Who? Because I remember I remember him winning the world heavyweight title. Was it against him?
Him and Shawn Michaels had the rivalry in 2008.
I think it was that then. Oh, I remember him winning the title, and I remember him and Big Show
were
they had both belts. They had both belts.
Yes, that's like my last good.
Right? No, that's what I was trying to. Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. So wow. Chris Jericho's done a lot since then.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to try to reinvent yourself. You've been around 20 plus years. There's only so much you can do.
Exactly.
And he was a heel last time he was on TV, so it does make sense to make him a good guy.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what Jericho can do to get himself. Not that he's not over, but you know what I'm saying.
Question: should he start another group or stay solo?
Wow. Oh man. I don't think the learning tree. There was never a payoff. There was, why? I wouldn't. I think it would hinder some guys' career if you put them with Jericho. I don't want to hate on Jericho at all, but I just don't see what the guy, has left to contribute, at least in AEW.
Okay. Who do you think is winning? Are you going with Jericho or are you looking at Ciampa for the win?
Jericho.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. They've been going at it for the past few weeks on Dynamite and on Collision, so it's interesting to see what happens. Jericho's kind of turned off the goofiness, turned on the seriousness due to the feud. So let's see what happens. It will be coming on tomorrow night. Let me see. Let me get to this other match first. We have the AEW International Championship, Konosuke Takeshita taking on Mr. Pink himself, Kyle Fletcher. Once again, it is for the International Championship, Mr. Wrestling. Who's winning it?
Oh, man, I cannot wait for this match. I feel like this is an all-in match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way I think they could top this at all-in would be to add Okada to it. But, man, I'm excited for this match.
Maybe that happens at Redemption. Maybe Konosuke wins, but then they add Okada. Something happens to where Okada gets in it.
Put these two in a series, whatever you got to do.
So who's winning?
Oh, man. I like both guys.
I know.
I like Takeshita and Kyle. Oh, I'll go Takeshita.
I think Takeshita is at least going to keep it, but I think maybe, like we said, Okada tries to get involved. This pisses off Kyle Fletcher, and they take this to Redemption, and they make, because a triple threat is on the horizon. We know that's going to happen. But Kyle Fletcher, dude, what a 2 years he's had.
Right.
Man, this guy's on point. I would like to see him. I know you don't know too much about these two guys, so the only thing I can say is just watch the show, and then we're going to come back and get your thoughts and opinions on camera so the fans can get your reaction to it.
Yeah,
you're casual to this, so you don't know too many guys.
This would be a match to watch.
Yes.
I know a little bit about Kyle Fletcher, but I don't know a lot. But I done heard his name plenty of times, like on the internet and whatnot. So.
Well, he's the proto star, and just make sure you say his full name.
Oh, my bad. Kyle Fletcher.
No. Say it again.
Kyle Fletcher.
The proto star.
The proto star, Kyle Fletcher.
Thank you. I have to get you to drop a brain bust on you, man. What's going on here?
The proto star.
That's right. That's right.
Not the prototype proto star.
And we do know Konosuke Takeshi has been with the conglomeration. He's basically been like, this is basically like the Best Friends 2.0 group. He's been with them. Mm-hmm. You know, Kyle Fletcher's got the Dunn Callis family. It looks like he's kind of getting tired of Dunn and some of his shenanigans. So we'll see what that eventually leads to.
Leave the stables in the back, please. Just have these two straight up wrestling match, 25, 30 minutes, please.
Okada still might get involved. But I agree. We leave the stables in the back, let them one-on-one. This will be great. And this leads into the other match. We're sure there's going to be several other matches on there. I do feel like the Death Riders is going to have something going on. The Will Ospreay teasing and stuff like that. Maybe he has another tag match with John Moxley or singles, and they'd be out there in his corner. But before we get to that, let's get to this one, because this one has to be the main event match. Or it might start the show. Who knows? Kenny Omega is taking on the world champion, the AEW world champion, MJF for the belt. We have the God of Pro Wrestling versus Big Hebrew. Mr. Wrestling, what's your thoughts?
Oh, man, my initial thought is I thought this would be the match that they would be doing at Redemption. With the story that they're telling with Kenny Omega, it feels like a Redemption type of storyline, and the pay-per-views in Canada as well. So I'm not sure why this one's on Dynamite. With that said, I mean, I don't care. I love to see these two wrestle, and I'm going to be watching it.
Yeah.
Now, who will win? Would you like to see a Kenny Omega title reign through a Redemption?
I think they're going to bait and switch us. I think maybe MJF cheats or something. Kenny wins by disqualification, then they run it back. That's what I thought once they announced it was going to be on Beach Break. I was like, why not do it at Redemption? It's in Canada. Let Kenny get the win.
Right.
And then Kenny and Ospreay at All In. Ospreay takes it. But then Kenny doesn't really get a long reign right then and there, but maybe for him, I know he don't really care.
Right.
But maybe it's just to say, hey, I did it, and then he eventually loses to Ospreay and then he can be like, I'm passing the torch.
Yeah, no, same thoughts. I actually thought the exact same thing. If Kenny was to win it, then it would be like a short reign. Mm. However, I mean, if he did win it and took it to All In, then I don't think he would care at all about that short of a reign. That would, it'd be longer than Sami Zayn's. Now, I do. Now, if Kenny, I wonder if have y'all heard anything with Max MJF as far as like injury related? Is he okay? You know?
I think he'll be fine. Okay. If anything, it could be his leg. I know his leg's been killing him from time to time. But if this is Big Hebrew we're talking about, he's going to be there. And clearly, somebody over here is not a fan. They're not a ride or die fan of the last real good guy here. We're not going to call anybody's names out, But I do agree. I hope that maybe this is a match. First of all, let him wrestle. Let him have a good match. Mm-hmm. I think MJF is going to cheat, and then they'll run it to Redemption. I don't think Tony's that crazy to not have this match as the pay-per-view match.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe they got something planned where something happens, and then they, for the story purposes, MJF cheats, Kenny gets the DQ win, Tony Khan, runs it, tell him to run it back. MJF gets upset. Why? I beat him or whatever. He's not on my level. And then there you go. You can tie it in, and then they can do a couple promos, couple backstage, contract signing, a battle, probably contract signing, to keep this building up until the end of the month. Are you familiar with these two gentlemen?
I know about like MJF. MJF, he's like the top guy on AEW. He's like the Roman Reigns with John Cena.
No. He's like MJF.
All right, no. I know. No comparison there. He's the MJF of AEW.
Hey, those smucks can't hold a title
he the top
to
guy.
Big Hebrew. That's right.
Big Hebrew.
Get it right.
Yeah,
Get it right.
I'm gonna rock with MJF because I know of him for the most part. So yeah, I'm rock with MJF.
Now I don't go against MJF because he's got the triple B, and I think and now they could switch it. He could beat Kenny Omega, and he'd be the one to face Ospreay, and Ospreay takes the belt from him, and then maybe Kenny gets him later at All Out or something. I would like to see Kenny win the belt one more time. If he wins it at a Redemption, cool. If he wins it later, whether it's from MJF Ospreay, that's great. But I do like MJF. I like what he's doing. I do think he has another reign or two in him. I don't think he's going anywhere personally. So I feel like you keep him. He's going to be synonymous with the belt, but I know you got something for me, Mr. Wrestler.
Oh, yeah, I got a question. Okay. Do you feel more excitement leading into Redemption? Because it was reported that Forbidden Door was the lowest rated AEW buy rate of the year, and I have my thoughts on that, but I want to get your thoughts on, do you feel the excitement for Redemption, and was Forbidden Door, just a standalone, one time, not doing that well, or will it be a trend?
My personal opinion, I can care less about ratings and stuff like that. I watched the show. I watched the full almost 5 hour Forbidden Door, and I thought it was fantastic. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, it's not as lore story wise. They do continue things, but it's not as popular, or it might not be what everybody wants to watch because they mix the companies, the brands are coming together, so it's a little bit different. Those stories don't hold as much weight. It's like All Out, All In, Full Gear and stuff like that, right, because now we're continuing the feuds and stuff. I enjoyed it nonetheless. For almost 5 hours, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed WWE PLE. I'm excited for Redemption. I'm excited for All In. I'm excited for All Out and everything that's happening with everybody. Clearly, I want to see some more people get some more shine, that they are starting to get on TV more. Mm-hmm. I want to see Leo Rush do more, Maya World do more. I do want to see Kenny get a title reign before he calls it quits, whether it's short or not. I would like it to be lengthy so he can put on a couple matches with some people he probably have yet to wrestle, or maybe they have changed their look and have grown since then. I do believe, like I said, MJF is not done with that belt. He's going to get the belt back at some point. I can't wait to see what Ospreay does with it. I hope he wins it All In because he deserves it. He should be champion now. It's about the time. So I'm excited for everything they're doing. I watched Dynamite and Collision. I watched the pay-per-views when and I don't know if they still do it, but I used to watch it when they used to do the Being the Elite series, and they used to do the Road to the pay-per-views back when Cody was still there, and they did all those Road 2s. Those were cool. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to sit here and go off of ratings. I watch it, and I'm pleased. I'm happy. That's how I feel. But what about you?
That's all that matters.
That's all that should matter. Yeah. That's all that should matter.
I think it's the concept of Forbidden Door. I don't think it's so forbidden anymore.
No.
When they first started it, you had, Okada, you had even Ospreay, who could represent, New Japan. But now I would just rather see AEW talent versus AEW talent.
I think a part of the problem with that is, and I will say this, not enough Forbidden Door people win.
Right, yeah.
You might get that one New Japan win, that one Stardom win, or that one CMLL win, but the majority of the matches are going to them, which I understand in some instances when you have them take the belts from other promotions. Make sure it's not all the time because you're getting bigger eyes on a bigger show. So when they win it back, it makes bigger sense, especially if they win it back on AEW TV. So now you can be like, damn, who's that? Let me go watch this show. But let some of these people come over and win these belts. Kind of like with TNA and WWE, like TNA and NXT. Yeah. You don't see too many of them winning the TNA wrestlers holding, so any of them holding the NXT belt for any point in time.
Right.
So if you're going to do a Forbidden Door, at least, especially since we can't get a WWE through there, let some of these people win and not just be, they're winning because they're teaming up with an AEW wrestler. Let them come over here and beat them and take their belt. And just let them wrestle on AEW and wrestle in their particular respective brand. And then when they lose it back on AEW or whatever, or, however they want to do it. So I think that's the thing. People know that most of these matches, AEW is going to win.
Right.
And I think that's part of the problem. Yeah. What do you guys think? Y'all watched Forbidden Door. What do you think about the matches and how AEW is winning a lot of them? You don't get too many of the Forbidden Door wrestlers winning their matches. You might get one here or there. We definitely love to hear your comments. But before we finish with this stream, what do you got? You guys got anything else for the show? Any other players that's going to be potentially on Redemption? Because for right now, we just got a 4-match card. I'm sure there's going to be some more stuff going on tomorrow night.
No, I'm excited for the Dynamite card. I think that's just a stacked card, with
Always.
MJF and Kenny Omega. I mean, what more could you ask for? Well, you get Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, so I think it's going to be a great show.
He didn't say his full name like you told me to say his
name. Don't.
I'm sorry. Protostar Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay. You better tell
me. Well, hey, when you the mob boss of the match, you kind of got to be careful.
We're going to have a slipper for 2 person.
Yeah. Just one. Like, see what you got to do is be like, hey, boss, you got to slip. You can't just jump mob boss, man.
One slipper.
Just one. Unless you're stepping out of line. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be some great stuff going on. The women as well. Oh, we got the TBS champion, Hikaru Shida. What do you think about that match with her winning the championship, the TBS championship?
I was happy to see Sheeta win it.
Okay.
What did you think of that match?
I was looking forward to Harley winning it, but it makes sense from a story with her being tied in, all of them. Willow's eventually going to be back. Maybe Tony comes back sooner than later, and I hope whatever's going on with her, she's okay, because we don't know. There's no information on that. But she did win the TBS championship. I think all those women in there, even Persephone, looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see Queen Amanada get a championship. She's holding it down. So I think they need to keep, if they keep circulating them through that and let Hikaru Shida fight them for the belt, at least till Willow or Tony Storm comes back, that'd be cool. Keep building up Harley Cameron. I think that is great. Got to show those women some love, man. I wonder where Nyla Rose is. I ain't seen her forever because she can wrestle too. But that's what we got so far. Anything else comes up, we're going to talk about it. Make sure you continue to check us out here. Like I said, uncensored, unfiltered, straight from the couch to your device. We are the Brand Split Vodcast crew, the mob boss of the mat, the Machiavellian, and I'm the Mike Man. This was your AEW preview. We look forward to hearing some comments from you guys. Make sure you like it. Follow us here on X. Follow us on YouTube as well, Brand Split Vodcast. We got other videos that we're going to put on there talking about some things I think you guys will be real interested in. And until then, we'll see you guys later. We're out.